All right, we're gonna do a checklist. Let's go. Let's meditate. Let's journal. Let's work out. Let's go do some work. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Man, I'm doing all these things, but why can't I improve? Why can't I reach the success that I want to reach if I'm doing all these things? See, when a lot of people start improving their life and they want to do things and improve their life and become a better person, they take the wrong approach. They start adding more, adding more, adding more. They want to do so many different things when that's the wrong approach. You shouldn't add more. You need to remove more. When you remove more, that's when you see the real progress. They do all these little tricks, they start new habits and habits, thinking that that's going to be the best. And don't get me wrong, these habits are useful. These little hacks are useful. They do improve your life. They do improve the type of person you will become in the future. But that's not where most of your growth will come from. Most of your growth will come when you start removing things, when you start taking these things out that are actually bringing you back, that are pushing you back from reaching your potential as a person. You see, all these habits are really good. Yes, they're amazing. Yes, they help you. They do this, they do that. But realize that 10 good habits can carry you to the end. One bad habit can pull you to the start. You see, when I improved my life, yes, I did the wrong approach. I started improving so many different things. I started doing all these good habits that everyone says to do. I started working out. I started doing all these things, but I didn't reach the person that I wanted to become. And why was that? It was simply because I was focusing on the wrong things. I was focusing on adding more rather than taking out more. When you take out these things that are really holding you back, that's when your life will really improve. You need to take out things, therefore, the things that you add can actually bloom and flourish and actually take into account with everything. You take out these bad things holding you back, pulling you back, pulling you back. When you chop that, when you chop that rope off, then all the good habits that were pushing you forward can sprint forward now. Instead of struggling and struggling to push you forward, they will sprint and take you to the end. My vices, when I remove these things holding me back, the person I was, that person became a memory. That person became just someone I used to be, not who I am now. My identity changed. The person I am now changed because I started to change. I decided to make change for myself. I cut the rope that was holding me back. So now I can actually go forward. When I can go forward, I can go forward and forward and forward and reach the potential that I held for myself. When you hold for yourself, where you can go out there and become the greatest you, so that you're no longer being held by these things holding you back, that those good habits are struggling to go forward and forward. When you cut that rope, you will sprint your way to the start. I mean, to the end. You will sprint your way to the end. And then you will flourish. You will become greater than you ever thought was possible. It's going to be change by change, failure by failure. But in that failure, there's always growth. That's what I believe. In failure, there's growth. There is a lesson to be learned. You realize that when you fail, it's okay because you will fail over and over again. But each time you fail, you're slightly better. And if it takes you 1,000 fails for you to finally get 1% better, then that just means you have to fail 100,000 times so you can be great. Your failures lead to growth. They lead to the person that you will become. Change by change, a failure by failure, you will become greater. The good habits are suppressing the poison of the bad habits. Unless you remove the bad habits, you cannot improve the person you are. And that's something I realized, that's something I learned, and that's something that I want to tell you. So therefore, you can actually improve and become better. Become the best possible version that you can become. And reach the potential that you want to be. And grow and become stronger. Stronger as an individual. Therefore, you can be a better person for the people you care about and the people that you care about in the future. So cut that rope. Cut that rope. Cut that rope holding you back. Cut it. So that when you can actually go forward, you will explode and sprint your way to the end and become the greatest version you could ever think of. Exceed your expectations. Exceed the person you thought you could become and become even greater than that. Click here to watch more. Remember, strive for improvement, not perfection. Work your absolute hardest and become the greatest you.